I just got done watching Godzilla Minus One, and man, it's wild. This is my spoiler-free reaction. Chapter times are in the description in case you wanted to skip ahead to me talking about any particular topic. Godzilla Minus One is a Japanese movie released by Toho Studios. It was written and directed by Takashi Yamazaki and is totally unrelated to the legacy monster movies that are dropping currently in the United States. It takes place in 1940s Japan, so it's not even related to the recent Shin Godzilla movie. Between this, Apple TV's Monarch series, and the upcoming Godzilla vs. Kong movie, it's a great time to be a fan of these characters. It's released in the United States with subtitles, but I'm sure a dubbed version will come out eventually. It's essentially about a failed kamikaze pilot's continued run-ins with the creature. One thing that really stood out to me when watching Godzilla Minus One in comparison to the legacy movies is just how much more simple everything is. Godzilla is wreaking havoc and he must be stopped. There's no other real baggage. The American movies have that gray area where they try to make Godzilla into a hero even though he's definitely destroying cities, and the other titans are the villains. In this movie, Godzilla is a menace. We see him leveling whole cities. He's like a natural disaster. We see him tossing people, tossing freighter ships, stomping people, crumbling buildings with ease, and generally giving everyone a hard time. My favorite is his atomic breath. When he used it, it's like a nuke went off. I love the way the fins on his back grew and turned blue as he was charging up. And then he just looked really menacing when he was using that ability. Then you can see characters just panicking when they know it's coming. Aside from Godzilla, some of the background characters are all right. There's the obligatory love story with a couple of the characters. And it was interesting to watch the town people build their plan to take down the monster. And part of the fun is the speculation on whether the plan will work, as it's a pretty unique solution. The movie not taking place in modern times also just kind of adds to the simplicity of the story. Alright, so this is just an observation. There's a bit of overacting in some moments, and this is something I see a lot in other Japanese movies as well that I've watched over the years, and it's not a huge deal, but maybe it's just like a cultural difference between their acting style over there and the way things are usually done in the United States. And it didn't really bother me too much, but there were a couple moments that came across as funny to me, and I'm not sure if that was the filmmaker's intentions. At first in the movie, I'm not gonna lie, I was forgetting to read some of the subtitles and kind of just observing what was happening. But then as the movie went along, you forget that you're supposed to read and you just naturally do it. And although I like that the story was simple, some of the things that take place were kind of predictable because of it. And then some of the moments in between the action got a little bit slow too. So I think anyone that usually enjoys Godzilla stuff would also like this movie. You get all the action and chaos that you've come to expect with anything involving the character. It's a good break from the American legacy Godzilla movies, and if you can sit through all the subtitles, I think you'll be rewarded. It's definitely worth a watch. So let me know what you thought of Godzilla Minus One. Do you prefer the Japanese takes on the character compared to what the US is producing? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and follow my channel so you don't miss my next one.